everyone, it's Taylordrift here. Today I'm going to show you how you can get my script and program it to the Zen. I'm also going to show you how we can get the script set up using the Zen menu to help you get started. Before I do go on any further, if you are looking for a script that has everything set up ready to go, including anti-recoil values to set up for every weapon, this script is simply not for you. I would also like to credit those who have helped me with the succession of the script, starting with Newsbar. He's also taught me a lot and supported me from the very beginning. Shout out to Dogs as well, another UK great, Swizzy, Bats, Do Not At Me, FadeX, all these guys have been great and helped me get where I am today. Shout out to Wayne with all his help with tutorials and videos to help everyone get started. It's been a great pleasure to have you on the team. A shout out to DMT, Frenzy for doing videos as well on my scripts. The support has been great. Most importantly, thank you to all my fellow users and supporters who use my scripts. Without you guys I wouldn't be doing this today. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you, which is quite important but it is also an optional step, so I would advise you do this just to prevent any issues later on. It's common sometimes that when using my script or any other scripts you may run into issues or odd things start happening while you're playing in game, and a majority of the time these issues come from the Zen or the Zen firmware. Because my script and possibly others have save features, sometimes old save data on the Zen slots can cause issues if you program another newer script onto the same slot. So I'm going to show you how we can try and prevent that from happening. So we need to open up Zen Studio as we have here. We go to the device tab and you will see erase memory slots. If you click on erase memory slots, this will erase everything on the Zen slots, but do bear in mind if there's any save settings in there that you do need to save, you do need to note down. Just do that before you erase the slots, because once you've done that you can't get anything back. So once you've done noting down all your settings, click on erase memory slots, press OK, it'll prompt you again, just press OK, and it takes a few seconds for it to just perform that task. Right, so once that's finished it'll come back to the home page. The other thing I am going to show you is just a little trick that not many people do actually know about this, but I'm going to show you as well because this also helps in preventing any issues being caused by the Zen. So we want to close down Zen Studio completely, and if you're running Windows 10 you want to go to the File Explorer tab here, and this screen here will pop up. You go to the local C drive, click on that, users, click on that, click on your name folder here as well, click on that, and then on this top bar you want to just click on it so it highlights, and then you want to put / app data roaming, and this then will come up and you will see a Cronus Zen folder. Right click on that and you can delete that folder as well. That folder contains just settings from or configuration files from Zen Studio that could also have any old data in there as well from previous scripts or anything like that, so it's always a good way just to delete that as well, and then that'll prevent anything from causing issues further on. So we just delete that, you'll see the folder disappear, and that is it completely deleted. Now obviously that will only work if the Zen Studio is closed down, so if you've still got it open it won't allow you to delete that folder. So now wherever you've got Zen Studio placed or installed, I've got it on the desktop here, so we're just going to open that back up, and here it will load up to the main page. So to get a hold of my script, usually 9 times out of 10 you will get it from the GPC library, and to do that you could type in Taylordrift down here in the bottom search bar and press search, and you will see my latest script that's in the GPC library. This is an older script, I haven't uploaded newer scripts yet. I'm waiting for there's issues with the GPC library at the moment, so I'm just waiting for them to be fixed. But if you aren't already in my Discord you will get the latest scripts there, and I'll show you how we can do that as well. So just minimize Zen Studio. If you're not in my Discord I will put an invite link down below in the description. So in my Discord you'll see a channel called Script Downloads, and you'll see the script there with a description of what's involved with that script. So just to download it, you just press the download, rename it whatever you want. I'll save it to desktop just so it's easy to get. So save that. That's basically the script there. And close that, and the script will now, here's the script here. You just right click and open that, and it will be open already in Zen Studio. So in the compiler, this is the important step as well, because you need to read the instructions that are in the top of the script, starting from here all the way down to the bottom here. All these instructions are there to help you navigate, change toggles, change settings in the script. You need to read all this because these are all the controls of how you enter the mod menu, etc. So make sure you read all them before you program the script to the Zen. The other thing you could do is copy and paste this into a blank document, so you could look at it or refer to it in between or while you're playing a game with the Zen if you don't quite remember exactly what's what. So just do that first before you program. So once you've done that, go to compiler, compile, file, save, just save it wherever, and then go along to the programmer tab here. Just make sure your Zen's plugged in, and on the left side you'll see an icon here, GPC scripts. So just click on that and you'll see the script here. All you need to do is just drag it over to whatever slot's available, and there you go. It's not like game packs where you have a configuration step before you program. Because this is a custom script, it doesn't have that feature, so just bear that in mind. And then you just press the play button, saving to device, and that is basically how you can program the script to the Zen. Takes a few seconds. There we go, success. Wait for this success window to show up before you close down Zen Studio, otherwise it may not have programmed to the script to the Zen correctly. So now that the script is on the Zen, the next part of the video I'm going to show you how we can basically navigate the menu, change the settings, which is important because this script has a lot of customization in it compared to other scripts. So if you want everything to run as smoothly as possible, you really need to watch the next part of the video. Okay, so once you've got the script programmed to the Zen, you'll see the title screen display, and to enter the mod menu it's L2 and options, and you will see the categories in the mod menu. To change between the categories in the mod menu, press left and right, and that way you can choose which one you want to go into to edit. And to edit them it's just pressing A, and that is it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the settings. The profile button is the button that you choose to change from primary to secondary profile on the script. So to change the button, press up and down, and you can select whichever button it is you want to use. So I've chosen triangle, and then we have the resync buttons, which is a 2-button method, and you can use this if you are on the wrong profile in game, so you don't want to interfere with the weapon swapping. You can use the 2-button method here. To change the 2-button method, or to change the buttons in the 2-button method, press L2, left and right, like so, and you can change the buttons like that. So now that we've set up the primary and secondary profile buttons, we have a Warzone profile button. The Warzone profile is just an additional profile on the script where you can set up another weapon, or if you want to just set it up for Warzone only, you can do that as well. To change the buttons, it's the same as what we did with the other profile buttons by holding L2, left and right, left and right. As you can see, the Warzone profile button is D-pad up, and the profile buttons for the primary and secondary is D-pad down. Just make sure that these buttons are different. If they are the same, it'll just cause issues in the script, so make sure that they are different. And the same goes for the quick toggles as well. The quick toggles are so that you can basically activate a mod without having to enter the mod menu. To change this, press A and you'll see rapid fire display. So to change buttons, it's L2 left and right, L2, left and right. So I've chosen D-pad left here, and it does need to be different from the buttons that you choose for your profiles as well, so make sure that they are different. The other thing with the quick toggles, to activate them when you're outside the mod menu, you hold L2 and you hold D-pad left, and that way it'll activate the mod, and to deactivate it you do the same. If you just tap D-pad left, it won't work. You need to hold L2 and hold D-pad left. So just bear that in mind. There's other mods in there, but it's just basically to show you how you choose the button. To come back out of that, press circle or B, and we're back at the main menu here for the settings. The controller layout, you need to make sure that you choose the correct controller layout that you use in game. So I'm on the flip version at the minute, but if you press up and down, you can change through the different controller layouts. So I'm just going to go back to my usual. There we go. So that's basically how you set the controller layout. The controller layout is also based off the mods as well, so if you don't have the correct controller layout, like jump shot or slide cancel, won't work the same. So make sure that you do this. Snack Sense is just another mod for fine-tuning your sensitivity. To change this, you can, to toggle it on or off, it's up or down, and to edit, it's press A, and you can go through all the different sensitivities that are there. And press B to come back out. We've got block rumble in the script as well. This basically stops any rumble coming from in-game, stops the vibration going to your controller. So if you want that option, you can turn it on by just pressing up or down, and you can turn it on. We've got the weapon names, which is a new feature that I've added to the script, and this basically allows you to name a weapon for the profile that you've got set up. So if, for example, you have a AN94 set up on your primary profile, you can see that on the display title on the Zen screen. To change profiles here, it's just pressing triangle, and you can go through all the profiles in the script, and you can change the weapon names by pressing up or down, whatever you want. Choose whatever weapon you want to use. That's basically it. So I'll show you that in just a second. We've got inverted in the settings, we've got a screensaver if you want a screensaver, and the profile button default press is tied to the single button that you choose, so triangle for example. Now with the default button press turned off, that means from changing from primary to secondary, it's just a quick tap of triangle to change between primary and secondary profile, and then that way when you apply plates in game, the profiles don't change. But if you use the default button press, which is just a normal press of a button, you can change your profiles, but it will probably interfere with the applying plates in game as well. This was just an option that people wanted in the script, so I've put it there, but I like to just have it on a quick tap personally, because it doesn't interfere with anything else. Basically that's all the settings that you have set up, so we'll just go back to the display title by pressing B, and exit the mod menu by pressing B, circle, and you'll see the title screen display as well. You can also notice that it automatically saves your settings as well, so you don't need to worry about saving anything, it does it automatically. So you can see that the screens went blank but the LED is blue, so that means the blue LED is showing you that you're in primary profile. If I change to secondary, it would go purple, and if I change to Warzone, it would go light blue, turquoise colour. So this is another good way of knowing which profile you're on as well on the script if the display is blank. The other thing as well, you can see the weapon on the screen there, so it changes for the primary and secondary, and it changes for the Warzone. So that basically tells you which weapon you've got set up for that profile. To activate the quick toggle, like I said, it's L2 and hold left, and you can see rapid fire enable, and you can see the blue LED flashing as well, which is to let you know that rapid fire is enabled. If you want rapid fire turned back off, you can hold L2 and hold left, and then that's rapid fire disabled. So that's just another way of knowing which mod you've got activated, or if rapid fire is activated, it will flash. Same with the Kimbo fire, it will flash as well. So Now we have a sniper mode and a driving mode that's on the script. The driving mode, basically when you activate it by pressing L2 and double tap left, driving mode activated displays on screen. Now basically the driving mode disables the aim assist, the anti-recoil and everything else, so that when you're driving the vehicle you're not having the screen going round in circles, and it's really off-putting as well when you're driving a vehicle. So that's the whole point of having that in there. And to deactivate the driving mode, you just press X or square, which is what you would use to exit the vehicle in game, and you can see driving mode deactivated. The sniping mode to activate is L2 and double tap right. Sniping mode activated, and what sniping mode does is disables the aim assist, but also automatically enables the hold breath option that's already in the menu for if you're using a sniper. So that saves you just having to go into the menu to enable that as well if you do use hold breath with a sniper. And to deactivate the sniping mode, it's L2 double tap right, and sniping mode is deactivated. What I'll do is I'll just show you some of the mods we have in script. So to enter the mod menu, it's L2 and options, and we can go back into the mod menu. So in the anti-recoil section, if we press A, we can see legacy AR, progressive AR, cancel reload. These are the mods in this section. For legacy AR, to toggle on and off, it's just up and down as before. It's the same with any mods in the script, toggle on and off, it's up and down. And to edit the values in them mods, it's pressing A. And you can see AR vertical and AR horizontal. AR vertical is the value you adjust to stop your weapon from shooting upwards, so you need to increase the value, and to do that you hold L2, press up or down by 10 or left and right by 1, and this is how you can adjust the value in the script, and the same goes for any other values in the script that do need changed. So if your weapon is basically shooting upwards, you need to increase your vertical value. If your weapon is starting to shoot downwards, you need to decrease your vertical value, and that is basically how you set up the legacy AR, which is the most basic anti-recoil mod that's on this script. We've got horizontal. Horizontal is if the weapon is shooting from left or right. If it's pulling left or pulling right, you increase or decrease horizontal, and that is how you can set that up. I would advise, though, if you do use aim assist and you prefer the aim assist more than you do having your weapon pulling left or right, I would leave horizontal at 0. Horizontal on the anti-recoil does have a big effect of how your aim assist works. So for me, I just leave it at 0 and just use the vertical value for legacy AR. Progressive AR, if you haven't already seen the video from Wayne has done a tutorial on how you set up progressive AR, so check that out if you haven't already. So I'm not going to go through that one, but you can see when you go in through to progressive AR, there is a few more settings to tweak in there. So it is a bit more advanced, but it's more if you want to fine tune your anti-recoil for your weapons. We've got cancel reload. If you don't know what cancel reload is, it basically means that when you're reloading your weapon in game and you've got that animation on screen, so basically if an enemy was to start shooting at you, you can cancel the reload just by pressing L2 or firing your weapon, and that'll cancel the reload completely, and it basically really helps you out. FadeX was a guy that made this, and it's an absolute brilliant mode. It's the best cancel reload I've ever used. And there is also an option to change reload time depending on different weapons as well, so just bear that in mind. But I just set a rough reload time value in there, and it does most weapons anyway. And to come back out of there, you just press circle or B, and you can go back up to the main menu. So we've got fire and shot mods, we've got rapid fire. And again, with rapid fire, it's got adjustable values, so you do need to press A to change the rounds per second. Again, just by going up and down, whatever, set the value whatever you want. Often people just turn rapid fire on and forget to change the value in there, and then they wonder why the rapid fire is not working, but that's why. Same with akimbo fire, burst fire as well, and we've got strafe shot. Now, as you can notice on the send screen, you can see primary, and then it goes to all profiles. Now basically the mods with all profiles, that means that the mod is available for all profiles. So if you turn it on there, for example, that means it's on for primary, secondary, and Warzone. Burst fire, akimbo fire, rapid fire. As you can see, if you press triangle, you can change between the profiles in the script in the menu. So you can have rapid fire on primary and off on secondary, or off on Warzone or on in Warzone, as you can see there. So it's pretty straightforward. We've got aim assists, we've got the Taylor assist, we've got the bat sticky aim. They're both in one section because these two aim assists can work, can be used together if you wanted. And basically you've got the values in there as well. Radius is basically the strength of the aim assist, or the size of the radius circle that you see on screen, which obviously the higher the value, the more screen shake that you'll see. Steps is the time and the speed of the circle. So when you see the circle on the screen, it'll go around a lot faster if you adjust steps. Steady aim is basically just to slow down your aim a little bit when you're, you know, if you had to quickly turn around and shoot an enemy. It helps, it stops you from over aiming, and basically you could, you know, snap onto target a bit better. Bat sticky aim is the same sort of thing, except it's not a radius, it's sticky size, which is basically a strength, and the sticky time is basically the time. Straightforward enough. Dog's triple, as you can see, there's 3 aim assists in here. Now I will do another video just explaining these a bit more, but the dog's polar is similar, although it has a few more options in there. Just off the top of my head, boost is just basically when you're firing your weapon, it adds that extra strength to your aim assist only when you're firing. And the same with shake, it just adds a bit more speed to the aim assist when you fire only. Input basically divides input from your right stick, so it just gives you a bit of better control. The release is basically when the polar cuts off at a certain point in your stick, on your right stick, so that's basically what that is. Dog's assist, you can see these are the default values now in the script, whereas before they were 0, but I've put these back in to hopefully try and help some new people that do decide they want to use the triple aim, that these are the default values. These are both progressive, Dog's assist and progression. They're both progressive aim assists, so they work in different ways to the polar, Dog's polar or the Taylor assist and bat sticky aim. We've got sniper mods in here, we've got quick scope and we've got hold breath. You can enable these, and you can edit the quick scope delay as well. I adjusted the time on this so you can go really high. Hold breath basically just automatically holds breath when you press the left trigger in if you're using a sniper. We've got the Warzone modes. At the moment we only have enemy fire ping because the ADS ping we had in beforehand is actually working in game. There is an option in game that you can do the same anyway, so I removed it from the script. We have cancel plates, which has now been replaced by easy plates. Easy plates was causing issues, and it didn't really matter what we did. We couldn't get the easy plates to, they worked fine, but they were causing issues elsewhere in game. So we've removed them completely. So instead we've added the option in for cancel plates. So if you're applying all 3 armor plates, or 2 or 1, and an enemy pushes you, well, you can cancel the plates, whereas you can't really do that in game unless you press the melee button, but then that's a bit awkward sometimes. So you can now cancel the plates by pressing L2 or R2. So and that's basically that. Then we have our jump and drop shot mods. They're pretty self-explanatory, and basically that's all that's in the script at the moment. We'll see from how we get on after releasing this, what we may add in, what we might remove, we'll see. But this script will basically work fine on Cold War and Modern Warfare Warzone. So this script does both games, that's why there's the additional options in there as well. So I hope the video was helpful. As I say, it's just a basic setup guide of how to use the script. I hope the video helped you, and if you have any questions, just drop a comment or ask in my Discord. I'll put a Discord link, invite link down below in the description, and you can join my Discord. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the video.